Henry Ford. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. Whether you believe you can do a thing or not, you are right. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man will have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. We don't want tradition. We want to live in the present, and the only history that is worth a tinker's damn is the history we make today. I am looking for a lot of men who have an infinite capacity to not know what can't be done. The competitor to be feared is one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. There is no man living that cannot do more than he thinks he can. Capital punishment is as fundamentally wrong as a cure for crime as charity is wrong as a cure for poverty. A bore is a person who opens his mouth and puts his feet in it. What's right about America is that although we have a mess of problems, we have great capacity, intellect and resources, to do something about them. A market is never saturated with a good product, but it is very quickly saturated with a bad one. I cannot discover that anyone knows enough to say definitely what is and what is not possible. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. Life is a series of experiences, each one of which makes us bigger, even though sometimes it is hard to realize this. For the world was built to develop character, and we must learn that the setbacks and griefs which we endured help us in our marching onward. There are no big problems, there are just a lot of little problems. I believe God is managing affairs and that He doesn't need any advice from me. With God in charge, I believe everything will work out for the best in the end. So what is there to worry about? It is not the employer who pays wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. One of the greatest discoveries a man makes, one of his great surprises, is to find he can do what he was afraid he couldn't do. There is one rule for the industrialist, and that is, make the best quality of goods possible at the lowest cost possible, paying the highest wages possible. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. The highest use of capital is not to make more money, but to make money do more for the betterment of life. Motivational quotes, Henry Ford. We hope for your support, in the form of likes and comments. Thank you for listening and watching. Please subscribe.